Hello everyone, this is Dustin Davis and welcome to the video edition of Building Envelope Budget. I thought I'd try something new here, so if you are listening to the podcast, you can check out my YouTube channel. My username is EnvelopeBudget. I'll create a shortcut. If you go to envelopebudget.com/YouTube, I'll just have it redirect to my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to this first episode. I do have a podcast where I talk about kind of a little history behind Envelope Budget, how it started, and where I'm going with it. And so in this video, I just wanted to show kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just barely starting the process. I'll show some of the features I'm working on and what I'm going to plan on working on next. So first of all, I'll just go ahead and run it. I've just got a script that starts it up, and that just opens it up to the browser. And basically I just have the authentication built. Django has a nice plugin called AllAuth, which allows me to easily set up authentication login forms, and I've changed it. By default, Django uses usernames and passwords, and I'm going to use email addresses instead of usernames. This kind of gives me a lot of stuff for free, like the forgot password feature, sign up, and I can put in third-party authentication systems like Google. This one's not really configured yet. But this kind of raises a question: as I go open source, it's going to be difficult to add third-party things if you're self-hosting. I'll have to create settings that you can do that if you want to set up third-party hosting, but I assume that most people self-hosting would just go with the email address and password to keep it simple. So I'm just going to log in here. And that's all I have here. I haven't built out the views. I've been trying a few different frameworks. I do have APIs that I've built out. And so I will go to the API documentation. Some of these are working. I've got all the models built for these. Some of them are just kind of placeholder stubs. I think I've got accounts and budgets working. I'm not sure about envelopes. I know I haven't done transactions yet, so still have some work to do. But here is a way that if you want to use the API and interact with the budget, you can do so using this API, and I'll have API keys that you can use, or different ways to authorize yourself or authenticate yourself. So yeah, that's the API. You can try out API calls here on this. It's pretty nice. This is the Swagger documentation that's been renamed to OpenAPI. So it follows a pretty standard spec. I really like it. It's really great for testing out APIs. So that's about it. I've got the API started and the login authentication. Just to talk a little bit more about the authentication, let me go back to it a minute. Just to give for a little technical info for those who are curious. AllAuth does provide all the views for it. And so I basically took the views and kept them as is. I copied them over to my local directory so I could modify them a little bit so I could style it. But then the background image here, that's just generated by Midjourney. I had it generate an image for me, and then I compressed it using an online tool called Smush. And I actually had ChatGPT help me with the CSS to style this page. I gave it the HTML, and I told it what I wanted. Kind of a centered login page. And my icon above it. So this is all done with CSS. If I were to remove this CSS, it'd look a lot different. But yeah, that was ChatGPT did most of the work there, and I had to modify a number of things to get it to work. But yeah, that's about it. for what I have so far. So next steps, kind of on the fence with this one. I'm not sure whether to go mobile first or go with a web-based application first and then go mobile and just have the mobile kind of interface with it. If you have an opinion, let me know, because I could just keep working on the APIs and start with mobile first and then come back and build a web application to go with it. So tell me what you think in the comments of this video. But that's about it. I'll keep this one short, and thanks for dropping in, and I will try to do these on occasion and just kind of give an update on the latest status of as I build this out. So thanks a lot.